Hello everyone, welcome to Property Zone Live this Thursday. Sorry we have a slight delay due to technical issue, but good thing is always worth waiting. Today with me is the international head for our AQI sales, international sales. We'll talk about today's topic. We just came back less than 48 hours ago. I want to bring to you the latest news, what you should know about Vietnam. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back. Good to have all of you here again. So let me reintroduce again. I have Mandy with me and with us. He's the head of international sales. And today's topic we're going to talk about Vietnam. I'm not sure how many of you have been to Vietnam or looking to go Vietnam. I think today's topic would not be so just technical about the economy and market. Yeah. We will talk more about personal traveling as well, so that will make the session more lively. And to understand Vietnam, of course, there are a few essential information we need to know about the country, especially the country you've never been. And can you tell us more about Vietnam in a quick way, so that in a summary way, so that we can know about Vietnam?
Okay, as everybody knows, that Vietnam is actually in the middle of Southeast Asia, and in terms of the populations, like the overall Vietnam, they have about 96 million people.
Almost 3 times of Malaysia.
Yeah. And the best part is nearly 50% of the populations are actually below age 30. So it's actually quite a young generations countries. And the main city in Vietnam, as I think a lot of people would know, that Ho Chi Minh City used to be called Saigon. And we have Hanoi, and another one will be Da Nang.
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh is Saigon, but when we went to Ho Chi Minh City, a lot of places, a lot of company, restaurants still use the name Saigon.
Yeah, that was like old name. Yeah. So converted into Ho Chi Minh City. In terms of the economic growth for the past 2-3 years, GDP is talking about like 2016 is 6.2, 2017 is 6.8, and in fact last year is pretty high. It's actually 7.1.
Okay, how about their income? If you look at GDP per capita. GDP capita is a general economic term. Basically, we understand how much they earn in comparative to the world. All right.
It's actually about USD 2005.
2005 USD per year.
Yeah, per year.
So average, if you look at average per person, is earning about 10,000 ringgit in a year's time. All right.
And fresh grad is probably about starting pay is about 400 USD.
Maybe 1,650. Right.
Yes.
Fresh graduate, okay. Currency exchange, yeah.
So if you talk about, it's about 20,000 dong equals to $1 USD. So if you talk about 1 million is probably equals to about 178 ringgit.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we actually went to Vietnam, the currency note was so confusing. One thing we are very happy, become instant multi-millionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
by just changing few hundred ringgit, become multi-millionaire in Vietnam. I think those of you who've been there, you know what I'm saying. But the hassle part is so many zero in the notes. Sometimes you cannot distinguish 20,000 and 200,000. Just 1 0, and then you have 10 times the difference. I think looking at one of the way is try to 178 equals to 1 million. I think the easiest way for me, if you have chance to go to Vietnam, this is what I do. This is basically, I think, the biggest note I have changed for when I go to Vietnam. This 500,000 Vietnam dong. So the easiest way to do is you actually cut off the 40 behind. So this one, what you see is a 50. Okay? 50 you times 2 become 100.
Yep.
Then you take 10% off. So 50 times 2 is 100 ringgit. You minus 10% off. This currency is 90 ringgit.
Yep.
So whatever currency you're holding, whatever note, the value that you're holding in Vietnam is always minus of 40 behind. Then you times 2, you minus 10%. that will give you a very clear calculation and simple calculation and how much this thing costs in ringgit when you travel there, right? So, the city we've been to for our office opening in IQA actually is in Ho Chi Minh City. So, can you tell us more about Ho Chi Minh City from your point?
It's actually quite a big city. In terms of the populations, they have about 8.6 million.
8.6 million just in the city itself?
Yes, just in the city itself. And actually, they divided into a few districts from District 1 to District 7. So obviously, District 1 will be the CBD.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Then followed by further down will be District 2, 3, and 7. And of course, the airport is actually located at District 1. So if you actually travel from the airport to the city, it's probably about 7 kilometers and it's about less than half an hour.
In Ho Chi Minh City, the international airport to the place we go normally in the CBD is very near. But my advice to you is, whenever you want to catch a flight, don't rely on the Waze.
Yeah.
Because the traffic jam is horrendous, it's terrible there. So every time you rely on the Waze, I was quite nervous, stressful, because I'm looking at it only take me 23 minutes. But once you get on the Grab or taxi, you look at the traveling time, it's not only not reducing, but it's on increasing. Can you imagine the stress level you'll be suffering if you're going to catch a flight? So my advice, yes, it's 8 km, but if you're catching a flight, my suggestion is you treat this traveling time is 45 minutes to airport. Okay, take consideration of the jam. Hi Calvin, hi Gary, hi Yo, hi John, good to have you here. Okay, so Ho Chi Minh, tell us about the economy and property market in Ho Chi Minh. So
actually, when you go there, you can see that actually massive developments is actually going on.
Yes.
And lots of from Hong Kong, China developers are actually starting the developments over there.
Even foreign developers went to there.
Yeah. And right now, because of the inflow of the foreign investor into Vietnam due to the World Trade Zones, they have actually set up a lot of manufacturing companies there, especially Korean, Taiwanese. They actually quite a lot of people actually move there and work there because of a lot of factories that have been set up there.
Labors are cheap?
Yeah, labors are cheap as well. So basically, in terms of the investor, it's like majority come from Korean and Taiwanese.
Trade war?
Yeah.
Did you discuss? Yeah?
Yeah, so because labor cost is cheap, there are a lot of, in terms of the tax saving is actually pretty high as well.
Yeah, because as you know, all of us know that China and US are having a trade war. And among all the countries, other than Taiwan, Vietnam is one of the countries that benefit from the trade war. Why so? Because for any goods to be produced and manufactured in China, to be exported to US, they have to pay additional 25% tariff. So by relocating their factory to Vietnam, they actually save that 25%. So even take into consideration of the logistic cost and everything, it's still worthwhile. So we can see, as you say, the manufacturing factories are booming everywhere. So if you're going to zoom in more related to our sessions, property, okay, can you tell us more about the capital appreciation, the rental yield, so on and so forth, so that we as an investor, we have better understanding, is it worthwhile to invest in Vietnam?
In terms of the price, like compared to the Q1 this year and last year, the price is actually increased by around 20%, the property price.
So you're talking about in 12 months period,
yes,
on average, Ho Chi Minh has achieved 20% capital appreciation.
Yes.
20 means 20.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
In terms of the rental yield, we are talking about average is about 6 to 8%.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's why it's
actually it's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, because of the foreigner, that's the market. And of course, to invest in Vietnam, you have the so-called foreign quotas and the local quota as well. So over here, we are looking at like foreign quota is about 30%, and whereas 70% are the local. This is talking about apartment only. Okay, if you invest in apartments or condominium, and if it's landed, then foreign quota is only 10%, whereas 90% belongs to the local quota.
So basically, there's a measure for the Vietnamese government to protect and encourage the home ownership by their own citizen. All right.
In fact, not only foreigners invest in properties. In fact, lots of locals are actually investing in property as well.
Yeah, the day the project we went to see the big unit, I think it's about 1,500 per square foot. They are asking about 4 to 5 million ringgit. And most of the buyers are actually locals.
Yeah. And in fact, they allocate bigger units to the locals because they are the one who buying it.
So, how about PSF in general? I think give a relatively understanding now. Average price to, let's say, KLCC standard. What are the price per square foot you are looking at?
Okay, they are talking about around USD from 2,000 onwards up to about 4,000. This is only on the mid-income.
2,000 to 4,000 US dollar per square meter.
Yes,
okay.
That's right. So if you talk about District 1 like KLCC area, you are easily talking about 6,000 to 10,000 USD per square meter.
Okay, okay. So 3,000 ringgit to 4,000 ringgit per square foot in equivalent to District 1.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So it's considered pretty high, I would think that for emerging markets. But again, it's like, you'll be surprised. A lot of people actually invested in the properties.
Okay. Okay, for those of you who are watching, Kelvin, Yo, and the rest, just to let you know, this week we're actually giving out lucky prize. And I'm actually top on another lucky prize for today because of the short delay. So the first lucky prize is for those who share the most on today's session. You'll be walking away a Wi-Fi action camera. So we will announce the result in due time. So if we share the most, then you'll walk away with the Wi-Fi action camera. The second prize is actually, I'm giving away 500,000. Of course, today we'll talk about Vietnam. It's 500,000 Vietnamese dong. Otherwise, I have to declare bankruptcy very soon. 500,000, you can be the proud owner. It's not much, but I think you can actually use this for a good massage session.
Yeah, we'll talk
or
about
you have an enjoy dinner.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. How to win this? Okay. I think currency exchange rate, most of you can easily Google. You will know the range in between. But I just got this. I get this in a current money exchange in Mid Valley. Guess how much in terms of ringgit I've used to get 500,000. So of course you need to have a bit of knowledge, but as well you need to have the specific luck as well. The one who give the answer closest in terms of ringgit, how much ringgit I've used to change for 500,000 Vietnamese dong, only I know the answer.
I didn't know
so you post your answer in our live session. So at the end of the session, in due time, I will announce the owner. I will announce the winner. Then you can walk away with 500,000 Vietnamese dong. Okay, we will come for a short break. I'll come back later. Hello, welcome back everyone. Your 90 ringgit, which is your answer for this 500,000 Vietnamese dong. We'll wait for other answer, then I will let you know the winner. Okay, while waiting for this, let's continue our sessions. Okay, you mentioned about such a potential place to invest in Vietnam, especially in Ho Chi Minh City. How about from foreigner point of view, Malaysian point of view? Is Ho Chi Minh a good place to invest? Some of the things we must know before we actually, go
in fact, a lot of people will actually question like whether can foreigner invest in Vietnam. Before 2015, no. But after 2015, they changed their real estate law. And now a foreigner, as long as you are permitted to enter into Vietnam with the stamp, the so-called custom stamp on the passport, you are actually eligible to buy any properties, any amount in Vietnam.
So there's no minimum threshold like Malaysia?
No.
Okay, there's no maximum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, on top of that, it's like you need to know that as a foreigner, in order to buy a property, you are only allowed to buy properties under leasehold. That means maximum up to 50 years.
So actually, from what I understand, it's a bit different from Malaysia. That means that if it's freehold project, every buy freehold. Leasehold project, every buy is leasehold. But Vietnam is different.
Yep.
In the same project, in the same building, local buy is freehold.
Yeah.
Your neighbor is a foreigner.
Yes.
Your foreigner neighbor buy this is 50 years leasehold.
There's no price difference, but it's just that freehold and leasehold. So if you are
Okay.
local, it's freehold.
Okay.
So if you're foreigner, it will be leasehold maximum 50 years, subject to extensions.
Okay, okay. John, going for 96. Anybody have different figures? It's 500,000 I'm talking about here, okay? Don't let it fly away. Okay. Taxation. I think a lot of people, we are going in to invest, we want to make money. Profit is the ultimate driving goal.
Yes.
But of course, we want to know about the tax scenario. How's it going to be like? Do you have a real property gain tax in Vietnam? Or?
There's no real property gain tax over there. They are talking about personal income tax. So as long as you sell your properties, you have to actually pay 2% on the transacted value as a seller.
So let me give you a scenario.
Yep.
Let's say you buy a project in Ho Chi Minh City worth 1 million ringgit, okay? Even you sell it back at 1 million ringgit, no profit,
Yes.
you still have to pay 20,000 equivalent.
Yes, it's 2%.
How about loss? If you sell
You
at
still
800,
have to pay because it's based on the transacted value.
wow, that doesn't sound very good. So you have to make a lot of money in order to offset the tax amount. Okay?
But again, it's like if you can actually flip in between.
So you, to me, you're talking about under construction, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, you can actually sell before the completions.
Sounds like a heaven for flipper.
Yeah, but got to be cautious because it depends on the response and the demand for the properties, the location. Okay. So I would not advise that all projects are good for flipping. It's only certain project which is actually good, then you can consider flipping. Okay.
So under construction, I'm a foreigner when I buy. If I found a buyer, I can sell. Who can I sell to? Can I sell to foreigner? Can I sell to local or both?
You can actually sell to both locals and foreigner. If you were to sell to local, remember you bought it at leasehold and now you sell to local, you can automatically convert to be freehold.
Nothing to do with me already. I already sold it off. Okay.
So if you were to sell to the foreigner, then foreigner will continue with the leasehold period.
So if I use it for 10 years already, you buy over as a foreigner, you buy over for me, 40 years left.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Tax we talk about, we cover about the law, RBGT. How about the loan? Can foreigner take a loan there?
Unfortunately not. So you got to buy cash. But right now, a lot of developers, they are actually offer these installment plan or the progressive installments. So you can actually pay progressively instead of one-off.
For how long?
Normally, it depends on how long the construction period is. Normally 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think the other common concern, even if I were to buy in Vietnam, is if I were to pay all the money during under construction, would the project, what's the chances of the project abandoned?
So in the events that if there is any chance that there's an abandoned project, so developer actually will refund the money to you.
All of
interest.
it?
Yes.
With interest, like an LAD here, all right?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
But of course, the money will actually go to developer first.
Okay.
In the events that the project didn't turn up, then they will actually refund to you. And they have the difference whether it's foreigner developer or local developer. So if it's foreign developer, the maximum collections is up to 50%. If it's local, maximum is up to 70%. So in a way that if you would buy from a foreign developer, you feel more secure because you pay a lesser so-called the payment.
Until when you say the 50%?
It depends on the periods. They'll actually give you a period. So normally it's within 2 years. Maximum the collections is
the remaining 50? Upon completion?
Yeah. Not upon completion, they will scatter around the periods. So after 2 years, every 3 months they collect a payment from you.
Even after completion?
No, normally they would just maximum like 2 to 3 years.
Maximum 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. I have another Abudi coming with another 96 ringgit. You are giving the same result, same answer with John. I'm going to split 500,000 if you are the winner. Correct or not? Come guys, give me another answer. For those of you who just joined in, I am actually giving out this 500,000. Okay. Vietnamese dong, because we talk about Vietnam. How to get this 500,000 is basically you have to guess how much ringgit I use in the money exchange in Mid Valley they have used to get this 500,000 Vietnamese dong. So you will know the calculation, you are in a good range, but you just have to be lucky to get the answer closest to what I have used. Okay? Now, we'll talk about law, freehold, leasehold, we'll talk about the tax. So there's no RPGT, only 2%. If you sell later, your selling price, whatever, selling price is times 2%. This is the money belongs to the government. Payment arrangement, you have the slight differential between local and foreign developers,
yes.
But the payment can be installment.
Yep.
How about the fees?
Okay, every property is actually, you have to pay VAT. Okay, and the VAT is 10%.
VAT stands for value added tax.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
10%. Okay.
Then on top of that is like maintenance fees. They call it maintenance fee. It's actually our sinking fund, and you have to pay 2% of the transacted value before VAT, and that payment we will pay upon handover.
Actually, when I was in the showroom, we were also shocked also because, as you know, if you are a condo owner or you are a landed owner, it doesn't matter. Is you pay your maintenance fees month by month. Over there, they don't call maintenance, they call sinking fund. So you pay one lifetime 2% of your purchase price. So I'm just thinking, if you're only staying the place for 1 year and then you sell it off, then you pay the lifetime fees for the usage of 2 years.
That is only for sinking fund. It's just like to maintain the overall building of the.
So if I were to sell 1 year later, perhaps I have to factor in this 2%, yes. Right?
And besides that, they do have this so-called our maintenance fee, but they call it property management fee, and they normally charge about $1 per square meter. That is every month that you need to pay. It's equivalent to our maintenance fees.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's
just
two separate.
Yes,
okay, okay.
Yes, that's right.
So that $1 per square meter, you are looking at 4 ringgit 20 cents per square meter. So about 30-40 cents. It's okay, manageable. Okay.
So on top of that, there's a registration tax. It's similar like transfer of ownership, that kind of tax.
How much would that be?
0.5%.
So, does the new buyer in the subsale market, do they have to pay the VAT as well?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So all the property is actually subject to VAT, and of course the registration tax is actually bear by the buyers, not the seller.
All right, okay.
And of course they do not have any legal fees involved. They will go through the notary public, and there were minimum fees that you need to involve on that, depends on your transaction value.
Does the SPA require attention by a lawyer?
No, not really.
Yeah, same with Thailand, because Thailand, Vietnam, when you sign SPA is different. We don't need a lawyer like what we do in Malaysia. Yes. Okay.
And of course, if you talk about rental wise, whatever income that you earn from your rental.
We forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, you buy the house waiting for appreciate, but at the same time you're renting it out.
Yeah.
The rental income is subject to tax as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So over here we are talking about 5% VAT and 5% income tax.
Okay. But the thing is, the fact that even this, despite of all the fees, the restriction, the differential treatment between foreigner and local, you can still see that the huge buying interest.
Yep.
Because I think people who actually able to buy cash because foreigner in Vietnam, they know how to do their calculation as well. So I think they understand the risk, they understand the fees, they decide to take the calculated risk, they decide to go in and looking at the future potential of this investment. All right.
Because we always say that emerging market is high risk, high return, so a lot of investors don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. Did I touch on the different district?
No.
Okay. In Ho Chi Minh, there are basically 7 districts. If you look at their words, for those of you you want to grab, the district in Vietnamese is Quan. I think it's pronounced Chuan Wan or whatever. I can't pronounce proper Vietnamese, but it's Quan. If you see 1, that means District 1.
Yes.
Quan 3, District 2. So can you tell us about the different district? How are they different in among these 7 districts?
Okay, District 1, like I said just now, I mentioned that it's actually CBD. Okay?
All right.
And of course, just like our KLCC, so price is actually very high. So a lot of local are actually stay away from District 1. They actually go to 3, 4. They are more local.
Because it's already very expensive.
Yes, it's very expensive. So right now, they actually extend District 1 into District 2. So they are actually expanding to be like Greater KL. This one is like Greater City like that.
Okay.
So the airport will actually move to District 2 eventually.
Okay.
So there's lots of potentials happening in District 2. Okay. And District 3 and 4 is more locals. Okay. Then you talk about
Petaling Jaya kind of.
Petaling Jaya, I would say that is District 7.
District 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in District 7, there's lots of international schools.
So different district, we have some local concentration,
yes,
foreign concentration. Okay. Right.
District 7 is actually well established and matured, just like our PJ. And over there, there's lots of Vietnamese.
Do you remember how far is it from the airport to District 7 roughly?
If it's to the airport, it's actually quite far. But if you talk about from District 1 to District 7, you're talking about half an hour drive.
Half an hour drive?
Yeah.
In Vietnamese traffic condition?
Yeah.
Okay, that's doable, yeah. Okay.
Okay, but then over there you can see lots of international schools, like you can see Taiwanese international schools and Korean international school as well.
Okay.
So I quite like that because it's very organized. You can see the street is like it's wider, the road, and you have everything there in terms of the amenities, infrastructures, everything is well established.
Okay. This trip we didn't manage to go District. I didn't manage to go District 7, but I managed to talk to our CEO who actually went there. He said that District 7, when you look at it, is actually a future. It's like imagine Bangsa South, no? When you have to develop everything from scratch, okay? You can do it in the big parcel land, and everything is well planned, organized, well prepared, and when it's completed, it gives you a wow feeling. Whereby in District 1, yes, it's like for example, it's very old history. Of course, you want to do it in a big scale kind of development. Is very difficult. So I think there's a pro and con. Of course, investing District 1 is there, is well known, established. But District 7, I think the potential could be,
In fact, right now, a lot of investors are actually looking at District 2 and District 7. That is the
District 2 and District 7.
Yes.
These 2 numbers good because my birthday, 27.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 2 and 7. Okay, Nelson posed a question. Malaysian able hold Vietnam property? Yes. But when you buy in, you come in, you can only buy the foreign quota, which is 30% for condo, 10% for landed. But if you buy a 50-year lease of the property, just like a lease of property, but 50 years.
Yep.
Okay. Food. Again, we actually have some time to scout around the good food. So much about the property. But I think for the session, just for those who are thinking about making a visit to Vietnam, it could be leisure or it could be property. Share with us the best food you had, then I share mine.
Okay, yeah. I love the pho. I think over here in Malaysia we can find pho as well, but over there the taste is different. Okay, I love it so much, and one bowl of pho is probably cost about dong is about 50,000 dong to about 80,000.
Remember how to calculate 50,000? You minus the 40 behind, become 5. Times 2 is 10, then you minus 10%, so it's about 9 ringgit, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Okay. And particularly, there's one restaurant that we went in District 1. This restaurant have history of 20 years. It started from 1998 at the street food. Then they start to operate in the restaurant, and they even have a website for you to visit. So I'm lucky enough that to meet the owner there, and we take some photograph with them, and the owner are so friendly. They actually treat us for the meal.
Oh, how come I didn't get this kind of treatment?
So the restaurant name is called, give me a minute, it's called Dong Bai.
Dong Bai.
Yeah,
Sorry, we wouldn't be able to put up. I'll just spell out for you. It's
Dongba.
Dongba, Dong Bai. Okay, it's a district one. I think you can Google if you are a food lover. Actually, talking about the food, it's very funny. I was sitting with my cousin that day, you know, knowing the fact that you have a cousin in US. Okay. So he texts us, you must visit this noodle shop, whereby the ex-president of United States went there.
Oh, okay.
With another famous stuff called Anthony Bourdain, but he passed away. Anyway, he said, you must go and visit this place. It's famous because how many shop US president went there? So we Google, okay, let's take a look. So we Google the place. When you actually found out it's actually at Hanoi. So the traveling hours, 31 hours for me. You say, okay, forget about it. We won't be able to make it this time. For me, my experience is you talk about the local food. But for me, I actually had a chance to went by. It was lucky. It's not by recommendation or anything. We walked by this fusion restaurant. It's a district one also. This restaurant is by the name of QUI. I don't know how to pronounce it whether because I'm not sure it's Vietnamese name or fusion name, but it's QUI. So this place, they serve Wagyu beef. Wow. Well, when you say you heard Wagyu beef, it's like, okay.
Yummy.
I look at the price, so many zero behind, but I take a deep breath. I use the brief calculation, okay? Minus the 40 times 2 and take away 10%. It's not bad. It's about 80 ringgit for one portion of Wagyu, 170 grams. Wow.
Yeah, it's considered quite cheap.
Quite cheap. Yeah. And the food come up, I almost ate my finger.
Wow, it's so delicious.
I have been to some of the places in the world. I had some good meal, I had some good dinner. This is one of the best dinner. But if you talk about the price to value, this is definitely the best. If you're visiting Ho Chi Minh and you want to give it a try, the restaurant name is called QUI, is at Ho Chi Minh, District 1. Okay. After a long day, we actually went to different developers' office. The ladies sure feel tired. Men feel tired as well. Yeah. Massage. Yes. What would be the average cost that you had?
I think it's probably about less than $100 ringgit. You can actually
100 ringgit. Okay.
Yeah, 100 ringgit. You can actually get a good massage for 1 hour, 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. It's proper massage and they have a few selections.
They have improper massage for a lady? No?
I don't know.
100 ringgit for 1 hour is close to the price in Malaysia, right? Yeah.
Some of the proper one, I think we pay more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think over there, not bad. The service is very good as well, yeah.
The one I went is a district one also. It's 1.5 hours. Is about 500,000, which is about 90 ringgit. Then inside you can actually shower before massage, and there's a proper what do you call sauna and a steam room, sauna and steam room, so you can relax yourself before going in. Well, I see many colleagues who actually went to Vietnam and came back and joining the session with us. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Ginny. Okay, Kelvin has another number for 92. So before the end of the session, I'll just remind you again, we have 2 lucky prizes to be given out today. First is actually the Wi-Fi action camera. The second one is this 500,000 Vietnamese dong. So for those of you who are still putting in the figures, how much did I use in terms of ringgit to get this 500,000? If you can get the number closest to what I actually used in terms of ringgit, you'll be the lucky winner for this. Okay, anything you want to add on and share with the audience before we end the session?
I think in terms of tourists, again, you can walk around the city, it's pretty safe. Yeah. And there's one, you can check it out, it's the cafe apartments. It's the whole block of apartments with all the boutique size of the cafes with different ambience. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Okay, before I forgot. No, you travel around, you can use Grab. Grab is okay, but you can't use Grab Pay because Grab Pay, because of currency exchange. So you either use cash, you can use cash, or you can use
credit card,
the type of the. But if you feel that traveling in car is taking too long, you can try with the Grab bike. I tried.
You really?
Yes.
I didn't dare to try because all the motorbikes look scary to me. It's like the way they're crossing the road is like whether it's the green light or the red light.
That's what they say.
Stop, you know.
That's what they say. How you gonna cross the road in Vietnam is you close your eyes, you just walk. People will avoid you. Okay? But it was true experience. It gives you faster heartbeat compared to riding a bike in Malaysia. But it's definitely a great experience, especially you are rushing for time. The bike will cut you traveling time by half.
How much you pay for that?
It's very cheap. It's only few ringgit.
Okay.
It's very few ringgit. Okay, with this, thank you all for watching. There are total almost 80 of you. Okay, so we have 4 numbers coming. We have 90 ringgit, 96 ringgit, 92 ringgit. Okay, you can continue to put in the comments after the sessions. We will compound and we will announce the winner very soon. Of course, we would like to take this opportunity to thank Mandy again for sharing the insight with Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam as a whole. Thank you very much. I see you guys
Bye-bye.
next session. Bye-bye.